Right, guys, I just got out of the shower, but I wanted to make a quick point here and a quick video because when I'm in the shower, I think a lot like very smoothly, right? You're very deep inside, and so I was thinking about how you can't love organic portals, and people are like, just show them love, and that solves the problem. And I've been consciously dealing with the hive attacks, the hive mind, all this stuff, demons coming through them. I've been dealing with organic portals since 2010, before I even read the article, the first thing about them in 2013. And I'm obviously an expert now, after at least 10 years, you know what I mean? Of really not like trying to focus on it to create it. And that's what we're about to go into as well, because that's what people keep saying. Oh, so you're subconsciously doing it to yourself. We'll go into that in a second, and I'll tell you where the subconscious fits into gang stalking. But I wanted to start with this. You can't love organic portals because they see it as a sign of weakness. Test it. See, because look, some people are saying, well, I've done it. What you did was be ignorant. You showed love, you be ignorant, and then you don't see the next organic portal attack. It could be annulment, the next attack from, Sally instead of Timmy, that you just loved away. You loved Timmy, the organic portal, away, and then Sally comes and you don't even know it. She's a friendly NPC and annures you, calms you down, and you think, I've solved the problem with love. But you're not. You just fall into a different trap and that's why I made the example of annulment, because it's very difficult to see sometimes annulment unless you're very conscious of it, like I am now. But people are not conscious of annulment. People think this is their life. This matrix is their life. Like Morpheus's famous line from the Matrix just keeps coming up over and over again. They're so inured, they fight to protect the matrix. And that's most of you, and all of you who tell me to love away organic portals, that's all of you. I know you're all like new age empaths and stuff. You've all said the exact same thing to me. And vegans coming in saying, oh, you can stop the gang stalking and organic portals with, going vegan. This is just ridiculous. What that does though is help, because what it does is it clears out energy blocks so that they can't stick to you as much. You don't show up because an energy block is also a positive charge ball, and so that shows up to a certain set of demons that come and then attack that. For me, it's because I've had a bad tooth. That's why I always say my shoulder here. I've said this before. They attach to their vampiric suckers in the lowest vibratory spot of your body, and it'll be where the energy blocks are. So you go vegan, you get rid of a lot of energy blocks, and you're flowing more, and it's harder for their sucker to attach. Do you understand? Because you've got your energy flowing. It's like whoa, 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 whoa. Instead of, if you're low vibrating, their sucker can just attach to it. Do you understand? So anyway, back to the love thing. It is not, I will not recommend this at all, because I've learned, I didn't make this up, I learned that every time I've tried loving organic portals away and loving gang stalkers away and ignoring them, all this. I've played with the subconscious aspects of it. We'll go into that in a second. But I'm telling you, you cannot love them away because they see it as weakness. They're psychopaths. They're inherently psychopathic. It is what it is. That's how they are. You're not going to change. That's how the dark side is. A Sith doesn't care about love. Like, you go to Darth Vader and you give Darth Vader, I don't know, a chocolate box and some roses and a hug. That doesn't mean that doesn't even affect them. Do you see what I mean? They just see it as weakness. I'm telling you, there is no way that you can love organic portals to the point of stopping gang stalking or something. Now, into the subconscious aspect. Someone commented the other day, Neville Goddard has a theory about, subconscious expectation. Other people call this imaginary expectation, and yes, that's how we create, and they don't. Right? That's part of creation. comes through you. It's called imaginative expectation, and it works on subconscious, but ultimately we're trying to bring the subconscious to conscious, right? And like when you smoke weed, it can really help that process if you are focused in that way. Not just, oh, you smoke weed and you just get that talent. You have to, nurture it, you know what I mean, and focus on it. But yeah, cannabis can really help with that, and other psychedelics as well. Anyway, but definitely no pharmaceuticals can. Maybe we should not push the shaman to the side, huh? Anyway, so for the crazy white coats. Sorry, I just want to talk a bit better here. Took out my retainer. Yeah, so where does the subconscious expectation fall into gang stalking? What I've noticed is it's not the way that people keep putting it on me as. They're putting it on me as like, oh, Ben, you're doing it to yourself. Your subconscious expectation is making the gang stalking fluoro color come up in your videos more. No, the fluoro is coming up because it's a sign to me. That's why other TIs have other colors like blue, red, and white cars. They go on about people a lot, stuff like that. What it is the simulation that we're in, this matrix, is saying, yep, I'm targeting you and nobody else knows. Here's fluoro, only you know that fluoro has something to do with your gang stalking. And that makes you feel more, lonely and trapped in it. It's even more scary, you know what I mean? So you're wrong. You see how you're wrong now? It's not that I'm imagining I want fluoro or other people want their gang stalking colours. It's that happens to the TI, the targeted individual, because only they know the colours, and so it's what gang stalking is, that it's trying to destitute you. It's like a soft kill. It's trying to put you in fear, lower your vibration, etc., right? So that works all to those favours. And then there's also the part I want to reiterate. That's just about the colours, but just in general in gang stalking, these people are not waiting for you. You know how people are waiting for you. You get, time wasting lines and all this, NPC filler people, all this stuff. That is not happening because my expectation, I want it to be. And I know because I go with the same vibratory state to places. Sometimes that happens, sometimes it doesn't. It depends on where you are in what I call your gang stalking orchestration. They build you up in different, it's hard to explain, but they build you, like something will go wrong here that will affect you in a month. And then in the meantime, other bullshit is happening in your gang stalking. And then that in a month might destitute you or put you out of job or homeless or something, you know what I mean? Like a demon will come through a person, maybe talk shit to your boss or something. It can happen so many ways. But my point is, you didn't create that. You've got to get over this fact that, oh, you're such a god and you wield reality. The flow can come through you sometimes, but do you notice that it's not always like that? There is vacillation. Anyway, so I'm not doing gang stalking to myself. I don't want these people because my subconscious is expecting the gang stalking. It is a phenomena that is not in your control. And you've got to get over this thing that you control this world or something, and that it's so obviously the ego. It couldn't be more obvious. Like, you wield the universe. Yeah, right. I always use a simple example because it's just simple and you can see it in many aspects of your day. Did you want to get up and brush your teeth? Doubt it. Who wakes up, oh, I want to brush my teeth. I'm going to go incarnate on Earth because I want to brush my teeth and clean shit. You know what I mean? Like, people you got to keep your head on. Control is from the ego. It's trying to always control the physical body. But you're not in control. It's an illusion and a delusion. So that means you are delusional. And you're trying to say I'm delusional because people are giving me a hard time called gang stalking. and your theory is that I'm creating that with my subconscious, sounds much more far-fetched to me. Now, I'll tell you where it does come in, though. It's not that my subconscious expectation has them waiting there at the shop or something to do their little gang stalk or whatever. That's not how it works. The subconscious expectation is in the gang stalking, but not like that, how people seem to say to me that it's in there. I'm not doing it to myself like that. How it is in there is you're the telepath. People keep saying to me they have neighbors underneath them and above them and stuff who bang and stuff and are clearly following them around the house. I have the same situation now here. And it's because you're the telepath. They're not telepathic. Now, a couple of weeks ago, these people down here, they were like, oh, he's going to do this. And one guy was proving to the others, you know, he could sense what I was going to do, like move around before I would, like as I would do it or before I do it, because I was broadcasting it. I call it loud thoughts. I wrote about this in Organic Portal's Handbook. I said they cannot detect, even with their machines, God helmets, all that, they can't detect sub-vocal. You know, when you talk to yourself in your head, they can detect that. You're on the hive when you're saying that. You're actually giving them it. And it's very difficult not to do. But you have to learn to be like a cat. You know, when the cat stares at you and you can't even pick up, you can't even pick up their thought. It's because they're sub-vocal. It's like a layer. I don't know what it is it the atoms or the Planck length? I would assume the Planck. And non-physical, that's what I'm saying, like sub-vocal, sub-physical. They can't pick up the other side. They can pick up everything on this side, right? So when you get imaginative subconscious expectation in your gang stalking, it's not how you guys think it is that I'm creating the gang stalking. It's that they're picking up. And you do it subconsciously, this talking to yourself. That's what I'm saying. That's what they pick up. So yeah, they can be waiting at the shop for you because they've heard on the hive mind, oh, Ben needs to eat. He's hungry. He's going to the shop. But see, I didn't do that on purpose. I didn't do you see what I mean? They're picking it up. And yes, subconscious expectation has a play in gang stalking, but it's not why they're all doing everything. That's like, they're not motivated like you guys are saying. I'm not wanting them to lose me my job or get me out of an apartment or something like that. That is not what I'm broadcasting, and that's not how it works. It'll be like, you know, like I said, like I'm hungry, like I'm thinking to myself, I'm just thinking like subconsciously, right? And it works its way a little bit too conscious. Oh, stomach rumble or something, I'm hungry. I go to the shop and they've picked it up. Or like tomorrow, like when you really emote emotion into thought, they can pick it up. You'll notice that it's like, oh, I'm in a rush. Then the line might be there. But yeah, it's not like I'm attracting it via like subconsciously saying, oh, please hurt me, please destitute me, you know, on that level. So yeah, I hope I've cleared that up for you guys. You're the telepath, they're not telepathic. You're broadcasting to them, and we have to learn to not make it conscious, but go sub-vocal and keep it sub-vocal, very quiet in the mind, and yeah, that can help. But not loving, and I'm not, you know, wanting them to come harass me.